Islam family, happy holy day. This is the hold on, let me look real quick, make sure I got my numbers correct. Yes, 23rd. So today is the third day, first cycle of the year 1439 Moorish calendar. And thank you to the brother on the YouTube comment who corrected me. I did go back, sit down, and have a look back into the CM Bay's Clock of Destiny. And yes, you are correct. So now that makes sense to me, now I can input the proper math. Because otherwise, I'm going according to 1432. Okay, but now I realize it's 1439. Happy New Year, by the way. I just want to give all the Moors who've been busting their ass, putting the work in to establish themselves as a society, as a group, as a body, as a family, all across the board, defining all nations and all borders. I just want to say I love y'all. Happy holy day. And let's keep it going into 1439. You know what I'm saying? We are ancestors without doubt or contradiction. So it's time for us to take it up another notch. You know, I don't like to speak a lot on other Moors or other Moors' business because it's none of mine. You understand? I'm my own man. I'm doing the work the best way I can, according to how I deem it fit. But you know, I've been hearing a lot of stuff and seeing a lot, watching a lot of stuff on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say names because I don't want to give those names any energy. But as far as the energy we have been getting as Moors, we've been receiving a lot of energy. And we need to take that. That's a gift we're getting from the ancestors. Yeah, it's in the form of people who act like they know what they're talking about as far as the religion of Islam, the different sectors of Islam, how it applies, how Islam was Islam before it wasn't Islam. Before it was Islam, it was Tawedo. You see what I'm saying? So this is an ancient way of life that just went by different names. No different than how we are people. Ancient people that have gone by different names and through different time periods. Okay? So with that being said, we're getting a lot of energy. And let's utilize that. Let's keep putting out the information because we, as Moors, are grounded, and we are grounded in who we are and what our mission work is. And we've been like that since who knows when. All right. And everyone who's false, you're seeing them waver. You're seeing them fall. You know what I'm saying? At one point where there was respect, now there's disrespect. Okay. You got to see the changing of the ages. Okay, this is once again the golden age. We're going back into the golden age. Okay, and so us being the Moors, the custodians of this ancient knowledge that we used to flourish within that golden age, we kept it and preserved it. Okay, not just for us, to share with the world, because the culture's just that ill. So no disrespect to nobody. No matter how much disrespect we as Moors get, we keep pushing. It don't matter what they call us. We still do what we have to do. We're still here. We're still operating and we're still flourishing. So who cares what someone says? You know what I'm saying? How about we stop giving them that energy? Just stop. Because obviously they don't have any type of work for themselves to do other than, you know what I'm saying, to take time out of their day to study other people's movements and other people's organizations and then bash other people's ways of life and then bash other people's intentions to actually do the work that will produce improvements in our community. So don't worry about people who take time out of their day to do that, who take time out of their day to sit down and bash and talk shit about our brothers. Because listen, I don't care what school of thought we come from. Nuwaubian, Kemetan, Moorish, Hebrew Israelite. God damn it, there's one thing we can all agree on. We're all indigenous, man. Right? So if we can all agree on that, and I have never, in all the stupid, and I'm not going to call them stupid because I did gain a lot of knowledge in those debates at the time. But yes, I grew past that point. But so now looking at it now, these debates, you know what I'm saying? They're not about exercising or sharing information. They're just about bashing one another. But I've never seen a debate or argument where we as people are arguing the fact that we're indigenous. We be arguing the fact that, oh, no, we're not Moors, we're Hebrew Israelites. We're not this, we're Nuwapians. We're not this, we're Yamasee. We're not this, we're that. We're not this, we're Kemetan. Who gives a goddamn? We're indigenous, man. We're indigenous. We're Aboriginal, we're autochtons. We are the original peoples here. Who cares? But y'all want to spend time and give y'all energy to that pointless battle. It doesn't do anything. It don't do anything, man. It don't. So I'm saying this to say, happy holy day to all the Moors who stand strong and firm on their square, who know all day long, what the American flag is. Islam. We don't need to defend who we are. We don't need to justify who we are. If people want to talk shit about our school of thought, about our way of life, let them talk shit. You know why? Because it takes energy to sit there and research our shit to talk shit. So let them do it, because at least we know in the process they're learning something. Even if they are going to lie to the people about it, they still learning something. So good for them. Let them get their knowledge. We don't need to give our energy to that. We are too focused on building. That's what Moors like to do. We like to build. What are you working on? I don't want to sit down and have a talk with you about, oh man, that video you laid down where you was talking shit about so-and-so was dope. I don't want to hear about that shit. I want to hear about, what are you building? What are you building? What are you moving forward with? What are you trying to leave behind for your children, for your heirs? If it's Kemetan knowledge, then what are you building from that? If it's Hebrew Israelite knowledge, what are you building from that? If it's Nuwapian knowledge, what are you building from that? What? What are you building? Until you can answer that question, you know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, if it feels up to me, I think everyone should just stop fucking paying attention to YouTube and go back to studying for self. Get the little tidbits and the reference points you need. Other than that, stay the fuck off YouTube. Stay in the books, stay in the sources, because the sources don't change over time. But people and how they explain shit do. And their understanding do. So you got to hold that into accountability. Yo. All right? This is not like a game or a Boy Scout club or none of that. This is about bloodline. If you don't know your bloodline, that's your loss. That's your loss. And the more you want to sit there and talk shit about your ancestors and about your ancestors' culture, that's on you. You got to deal with that karma. Not me, but I'm not going to feed or spill my energy into that bullshit so that way I get caught up in your karma. Because I'm telling you, all these false prophets out here, they're going to fall. They're going to fall. They're going to get dragged out of their houses and hung when people realize what they've been doing. So please, do your study and do your knowledge. I told you. No matter what no one says at the end of the day, we as people, as a history, in our natural habit and dress, go as far back as 2600 BCE. That's 2,600 years before a man that people so-called know as Jesus Christ came into manifestation, according to the Bible, which is just an allegory. But you understand what I'm saying? So even if we go there, 2,600 years before Christ, we were here building, had a civilization, had a fucking plaza. All these mall plazas you see today, we had that in 2,600. Built with 6 pyramids laid out around the motherfucker. Built with stone carvings on the wall. With us in our beautiful locks dripping down our back. Broad nose, thick lips, and guess what? A fez on the head. With 3 boxes. And when I'm still doing research on that. But according to my understanding as of now, that represents a trinity. 2600 BCE. Around the same time, our cousins over in what we call Al-Kibbalan properly were building like civilizations. We were on both places at the same time, y'all. They got their inheritance over there, our cousins, and we have our inheritance over here, Americans. Okay? And that's what it boils down to. So anyone who comes and talks shit about Moors, their history, they're falsified, do fucking research on Coral Supe, 2600 BCE. That's the oldest civilization in America. In South America. You, me, us. So get it straight and don't listen to this bullshit. Alright? All these false people out here, they're doing it for attention. Don't fucking fall for the game, man. It's all a game. They're trying to keep you in a hamster wheel. So you never have a grounded knowledge of self. Because when you have a grounded knowledge of self, you understand that all of these cultures are your culture. Moor is the clan, yo. What tribe are you from? Moor is the clan. That's the family. What tribe are you from? And with that, happy holiday, family. It's your brother Cool. Peace, Islam. Keep studying. Stop listening to what people say. Get your ass in the books so you know from the sources and not from what a man says. Because man know not by being told. Islam.